Hello folks, welcome to the ReNICKulous Show. It's your host, the one and only Nick Wagner. We're about to make your day at least 13% better with one of my favorite segments is married people helping bachelors go from primate to the first date. We're going to be cooking some pork sausage with pasta, delicious, from our unofficial sponsors. They're amazing, HelloFresh. So we're going to teach the bachelor just life lessons here in the kitchen, so come on in. Oh, we're already here. Let's get started. First step we're going to do is introduce the bachelor to a foreign food. But before we do, we want to give a shout out to the bachelor being highlighted here. The one and only Mr. Calves himself, Andy Carter. Look out, ladies. He hates to dine alone. Zucchini, though, he's never seen or tasted one of these. So this is what this is. What we're going to do here is we're going to bring, before we get started, a large pot to a boil. We got that going. I'm going to salt it a little bit. So right there, kosher sea salt, that's what you want. But again, just use any regular salt, be all right. That's what I recommend. We'll get that thing going. Let's get this zucchini. God, come in. All right, so we're going to just get this chopped there, remove that. We're going to take it right down the old line. Be careful not to lose fingers. And again, recommend getting a cutting board and a nice knife. If you don't have in the budget, you can go to your local Walmart or Target to get her done, and we'll get her started. So again, we're just going to kind of half this. And not your fingers. We need that ring finger to get married, bachelor. So, there you go. Cut it in half, and then we are going to dice these like so. This is pretty easy to cut, kind of like a cucumber. Very similar. And just going to go. So, we'll go ahead and time lapses to go quick. All right, from there, we're just going to peel, and we're going to mince this garlic. So, again, something I recommend getting at your local store, Target, any place like that to get a garlic mincer. But garlic is just hard to peel because it's papery stuff. So, you're going to set it down like so and get a nice sturdy surface here. You're going to kind of put your knife there and you're just going to smash it. And you're just going to peel. Now, look how much easier that is to peel off said skin. And then there's this little nub right here from the garlic. You can see that right there. So we're just going to just take that piece off. We're not going to use it. We're going to discard it. And then we're going to put this in here and we're going to mince it. So water is to a full boil. Now we're going to add our noodles here. You can kind of choose any kind you like. This is just what came with it. But yeah, this is where you can have some fun, some creativity with what you put in there in the pot. And we're just going to put these in here. We're going to cook them for about, I would just say 9 minutes, 10 minutes, till they're firm but soft. They're kind of a nice texture. Typically, for the bachelor watching, it'll say on here, this one in this case is 10 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. And we'll let that get going. I kind of just want to get them all in there, break them up a little bit. Now, while that's going on, we're going to head over to the other pot, right here, the good old pot. We're going to add just a drizzle of, it calls for olive oil. I'm a bigger fan. It's healthier. Coconut oil, refined. And we're just going to get just a scoop in there and save that knife for later. And then, because once the, yeah, there we go. That's what we're going to do. Over medium heat, we're just going to get that coconut oil kind of melted down there. And then we're going to add the zucchini. We're going to season with some salt and pepper. We're going to kind of stir occasionally and until really they're browned, tender. So it's at 5 to 6 minutes. Again, kind of eyeball it. I'm using a gas range, so it's going to cook a lot quicker. The zucchini, just kind of put all that in there. I don't use a lot of zucchini, but this is a good chance to use it and try it, and there you go. Alexa, set a timer for 6 minutes. And just having fun. Typically, I'll listen to music. It's a good kind of relaxing therapy when you're doing this. You're gonna get yourself what I would recommend for the bachelor. Cooking utensil, spoon. Kind of just stir this around real quick. But before we do that, we're just gonna season it. Don't put too much on. Just kind of a little bit of a pinch of salt. And it's my favorite. Whole peppers. It's just a lot fresher. It tastes better that way. I really like pepper, so we're gonna kind of get going on this. Okay. That's, we're going to kind of stir this around. That's a great sound. Right in the kitchen. And now we're just going to add a little dollop, just because we lost some of it as it cooked. A little bit more coconut oil there. And we're going to add our, in this case, sausage. I'm sure you could add chicken, but I think sausage is going to be the better option here. Add that in there. Don't worry, folks, there is more delicious sausage coming. Set that on the side, and we're gonna get going. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. It's gonna be good. All right, let's kind of break this down. Alexa, timer off, and now that's the time. We're gonna turn this off for a second. We're gonna head on over here to the pasta world. Turn that off, and we're gonna reserve just a cup of just that water for later. I'll show you. Don't go too far. For the Bachelor, measuring cups are a must. We'll do our best to get that's close enough. Right there, reserve that for later, and then we're going to dump this. Drain it. Operation Chocolate Rain. Chocolate Drain. They're still coming there. Let me burn my finger for you. All right, so there you go. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put that, the noodles, right back in. And again, a strainer, a must for the Bachelor in all kitchens. And we'll put a lid over it. Put it to the side. Actually, we'll put it there so it won't burn. Actually, forget that and touch it and get hot. All right, now we're going to add the pork. We're going to get it over medium-high heat. You get that. I add a little bit more coconut oil in here. Kind of eyeball it with the, add as much of the pork you'd like to add. We're going to kind of break it up, which I know the word breakup can be tough for the Bachelor to hear, but don't worry, get yourself back out there, prepare to be heard again, folks. It's just all about getting out there and going on dates, getting to know people. It'll work out. Don't sit in your house. Get out there, meet people, be social. That is how it's done. All right, we're gonna leave that on for about 4 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes. I want to get that pork on the bottom to really cook. Get the zucchini up top. So, let it cook for about 2 minutes. Flip it, and you know, want the whole thing brown. It doesn't have to necessarily be. This is going to be in here for a while, but you'll kind of see how it goes. But we get about 4 minutes to really get it cooked through. And we're going to turn it. See how it's, you know, it's browning on this side. It's like it's really getting a good cooks. Getting well cooked here. Going to come on the side. Mix it around. Get it going. I'm going to chop this up a bit. It's kind of getting clumped together. Just going to break it up, mince it a little bit. It's going to help it cook. It's going to be better taste-wise, texture-wise. And we've got about 2 more minutes, and we'll go to the next step here and add our garlic. All right. So now we're going to add 4 tablespoons. We've got 2 of these packets of tomato paste. You can get it in a can from the grocery store. Very easy to find. A very common ingredient. There we go. Get this in there. That's number 1. That's 2. And here's the other 2. Big 4. This is really going to add to the sauce. Add a lot of flavor. The acidicness with the meat. It's going to be delicious. And of course, all Bachelors just have an ample amount of garlic in their pantry. It's good for you, and it's just used for so many different meals. So we're just going to add that in there. Don't worry, folks. It's going to be delicious. And we're going to kind of cook this for about 1 to 2 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. We're going to stir it in a little bit. Add to get it all together. And I'll show you the next steps. It really is a colorful, more importantly, delicious, and even more importantly, easy meal to cook. Makes for great leftovers. It smells amazing. Sausage and noodles really is a good combo. So there we go. It's pretty well mixed. We'll get it more in a minute. Let me get that there, and we're good. We'll be back. All right, now is the time to add some cream cheese. We're going to add 3 ounces of cream cheese. It's going to really add to the thickness and the deliciousness of our sauce. That's 1 ounce. This is 2 ounces, and then we'll add a third. It's starting to smell delicious. It's starting to look delicious. It's just an all-around good time here in the kitchen. Got some chicken stock. Just to kind of get an eyeball of kind of how much I'm adding. Alright, chicken stock's there. And we kind of throw away our things as we go. Clean as we go is a common thing. Remember that reserve of water. We're going to add that now. That's going to add to more of our sauce. Look at that. And we are going to add, grab this, 2 tablespoons of butter right here. I use Irish butter. It is great quality ingredients and a healthier butter. So there you go. Got that added in there. And we're going to cook this for a bit, so hang tight. We're going to stir that in and a pinch of chili flakes for taste, and then we're going to remove from the heat, so I'm going to turn that down. Chili flakes, you can kind of add this, depends how much your palate can handle. If you're from rural Springfield, Missouri, this will not do, this would kill you. So you're going to stick to like ketchup, which you probably think is spicy. So, but if you like a kick like I do, we're going to get a good amount of chili flakes in there. Oops, there you go. And we're just going to break this up and stir. Get that butter in there, that cream cheese. We're going to break up that meat more. Stir it. We're basically almost done, folks. This is where you start telling people, hey, it's time to eat, because get them all ready. Especially if you have kids. They take forever. So, break up that meat. It's still kind of clumpy. Pork can do that, which is why it makes for a great meatball. Does a really good job of clumping together. Oops, just lost some over the stove. Darn it. But yeah, I like to clean as I go. Makes it for easier cleanup and less mess. All right, now the fun part. We've kept those noodles covered so they're nice and see that steam coming off them. I don't know if you can, but it is. So we're just gonna kind of drop that all in there. Now the pan I use is not the biggest pan, but it's gonna have to work. So, and then you're gonna add some Parmesan. Parmesan is just such a, I got it pre-cut. I recommend getting it in a block and mincing or grinding it over there, mincing it over, because it's just such a better quality product when it is freshly cut. So try to open that up and just kind of sprinkle it around. We'll stir it in, so don't worry. It's got a great flavor. It's just so gosh darn delicious. And of course, I did not cut this open wide enough. Yeah, well, thanks for joining me on the ReNICKulous Show. If you've not subscribed, do me a solid. This is a new YouTube channel. Subscribe, make my day at least 13% better. And then here we go. This is not big enough, this pan, but so I have to go slow so I don't go over. It's gonna kind of go underneath it, stir it, and then we're gonna use some utensils. Here I am lecturing the Bachelor on things he needs in his kitchen. I don't even have it. So what we're gonna do, don't you worry, we're gonna get a nice big bowl. And we're gonna stir it, so hang tight. And there you have it. Your sausage, noodles, we got to sprinkle some new Parmesan cheese on there. I did a little salt and pepper. You know, you just need a little pinch. Just kind of get it on there and then ready to serve. And here we go. It's going to be delicious. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for coming to the kitchen. It's very toasty in here, but I'm glad you came along for the show. Welcome to the ReNICKulous Show. Please subscribe and make your day at least 13.5% better.